When was the last time you really examined your behavior patterns? Success is a system that requires you to appropriately manage your thoughts, beliefs, and habits. Setting an intention is good, but taking action is better. Nothing will change if your patterns don't change. Nothing will change if you do more dreaming than doing. So what is a habit? A habit is a pattern of behavior that typically occurs without much thought. So think about it like the habit of brushing your teeth every morning. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to force yourself to do it because it's automatic. The fact that it's automatic and requires very little thought is helpful. Habits only become an issue when they make it hard for you to make progress towards your goal. So can bad habits be broken? Of course, but it will take some work. When you want to break a bad habit, the first thing you have to do is make sure that you know exactly what you would like to accomplish. Once you have a clear and specific goal, you are now in a position to determine which habits are helping you and which habits are slowing or preventing your growth. Next, consistency and repetition must become your best friend. The only reason why brushing your teeth doesn't require a lot of effort from you is because it's an action that you take every single day. So, if you want to break a bad habit, you must be disciplined enough to perform your desired habit over and over and over again until it becomes a natural pattern for you. For example, say you want to wake up an hour earlier every day. The first thing you'll have to do is go to bed an hour earlier every night. The second thing you would have to do is actually get out of the bed as soon as your alarm goes off. That's a habit too. There is no way around discipline, but discipline is a pain that pays. I'm going to say that again for you. There is no way around discipline, but discipline is a pain that pays. A simple way to make the process of changing your habits easier is to start small. I highly recommend that you give yourself an easy challenge at first. Trying to do too much too soon will overwhelm you, and when you are overwhelmed, you are more likely to get frustrated and quit. A better plan is to take advantage of small, incremental changes that are easy to maintain. Another strategy that you can use is called behavior prompting. Behavior prompting is basically pairing a habit that you would like to begin implementing with a routine that you are already accustomed to. So, if you wanted to get studying out of the way, you could prompt yourself to study immediately following your morning routine. For example, it could be that you study right after eating breakfast. Once the two are paired together, it will be easier for you to develop and sustain the habit of studying right after breakfast. So take a moment and think about your daily routine. And then I want you to think about where you could add in a good habit or correct a bad habit. If you find yourself staying up too late at night, what can you use as a clue that it's time for you to begin winding down? I typically set my phone on silent mode. I begin dimming my lights, and I try to calm my mind so that I can be well rested and energized for the next day. Finally, you want to figure out what you need from you in order to get the results you want. So here are a few questions that you can ask yourself after deciding that you are going to make positive changes in your life. First question, what are a few potential challenges and roadblocks that I might face? Second question, who can I share this goal with that will hold me accountable? Final question, what is one small action that I can take on a daily basis to ensure that I am making progress towards my desired goals? So you may have heard that knowledge is power, but it's really potential power. What you know won't make a difference if you choose to do what you've always done, in spite of doing what you know you should be doing. If you want a better life, you can't simply hope that things will change. Hoping is good, but you have to be intentional about getting up and creating the change you want to see. I've discovered that it's my actions, my fears, and my decisions that hold me back more than anything or anyone else. At the end of the day, you must be willing to align your habits with your desires. So how can you stay motivated? Think about the reward that you will receive in exchange for your efforts. Think about the reward that you will receive in exchange for your hard work. Your motivation will always point back to your why or your reason for showing up. So essentially, your why must be strong enough to motivate you to keep going when you feel like giving up. So what is it that will make you jump out of the bed every morning? The bottom line is this: you can put in the work now and live easier later, or you can choose to do nothing now and struggle later. Remember, your habits shape your destiny. If you get off track, have self-compassion. Don't beat yourself up and don't talk yourself into believing that you can't change your situation, because you can. If you want a different outcome, you must be willing to take a different approach. Think about the contribution that you want to make to the world, and then commit to yourself that you will do whatever it takes to ensure your success. I have one final question for you. How would your life look if you truly maximized your potential?